Morning, folks. Today's soap is brought to us by Figaro. It's a TFS product. This one here is the, make sure I get it right, yeah, special edition. This one here has like a citrus scent to it. There is another one that is a limited edition. This one here is an almond scented one. And I've got one more. It's sometimes referred to as gold. Next video I'll use it. Today, though, I'm just going to be using the special edition one here. I'm going to be following up with a fine orange here. This one here's the container's the new shape. I guess you might say the original shape. My son's got a hold of it. He decided that was his favorite. So I've got this one now. Shaver of the day, I am going to be using the Supply Injector. I've had this one here since 2017, maybe March. I've had it a while. This one here, it has quite a bit of weight to it. So I'm thinking this one here is made out of steel, and they have two different versions now, in that you can get one that's made out of alloy and one made out of steel. And then you've got matte. This one here's the polished version. And then I think there's a matte black and a chrome black or something like that. Anyhow, there's 4 different colors if you go with the alloy. And I think with the steel, there's only the matte version now. I'm going to be using Personna mini hair shaper blades this morning. I've got it whipped up here in the with the excuse me, RazoRock 400. It's got a black synthetic knot in it, and it's pretty wet. It's pretty wet. It's running in there. It's moving around pretty good. This bowl here I got from an Etsy beard knife. Yeah, there we go. Always have a hard time saying that one. We're going to put a hot towel to the face this morning, and I think I'm going to get started with the Taconic Preshave oil. Use 2 pumps. Like I said, I've had this injector for quite a while. 2017, that's what, roughly March, yeah, 3 years, something like that. And quite happy with it. I don't remember exactly for sure. My excuse me, my memory could be a little fuzzy. Probably is. But if I remember right, when I ordered the polished version, that was I guess you might say, a relatively new version at the time. And when I ordered it, you get all 3 plates. This one here is the 2-dot plate. I've used all 3 plates. Can't complain about any of them. Quite happy with the 2-dot plate. It seems to work well. I can shave with any one of them, and I'll be honest with you, all 3 of them give me smooth, comfortable shaves. It's just that the 2-dot plate, I guess you might say, is supposed to be the classic plate. And I've been shaving with it quite a bit. Just don't really see the need to swap it out. Like I say, it works fine for me. This shaver won't be for everybody. Like I said, the one I have has got a little bit of weight behind it. I'm not sure how much it weighs, but it is definitely, you can feel the weight in your hand, and that may not be what some people are looking for, especially if you're used to using something lightweight, an aluminum style shaver. This one here, yeah, it's not quite like that. When you when you pick it up, you know you got something in your hands. I'll have a link down below. Figaro's the limited edition, special edition. You may have a tough time finding them if you're looking for them, and the gold, though, is the easiest one to find. The gold is an oud scent. This is a nice citrus scent. But the gold is an oud scent. It is different. I guess you might say from a traditional scent profile, I guess you might say. In the aftershave container that it comes in, the next video you'll get to see it. It's kind of almost like an hourglass shape. It skinny in the middle, if you will. Makes it easy to hang on to the container. It's just one of those things I really do appreciate about that container. And if it matters, that particular aftershave comes in, it's glass, it's not plastic. At least the one I've got is. Got started on Figaro a while back. Like I say, it's not the easiest to find nowadays because I'm not sure, but I don't think it's in production anymore. Got one more website I'll look at and see if I can't think I can find it where Figaro's at. In other words, it's not going to be. You can find the gold most likely at Italian Barber, but the special edition and limited edition probably, like I say, I have a hard time finding it. I think there's one website I'm aware of. I'll double check, and I think it's there, and if it is, I'll put the link down below. Otherwise, yeah, finding this is not going to be that easy. It almost kind of fits in that lineup of the traditional shaving soap, if I remember correctly. It's got the ingredients here on the bottom, which is a short list. Yes, it starts out with stearic acid and water, and then it just goes from there. In other words, you won't find any of your favorite butters in this one here. It does have linalool in it, so that helps with the slickness. I was going to say this one is slightly different than the previous shaves I've been using. It's I could tell when I was whipping the lather up that there's something a little bit different in this particular formulation, I guess you might say. And I think linalool is the one that really adds I guess you might say, a special touch to this one. Definitely different in the base. The scent is not too terribly strong. Scent strength would be, oh gosh, I don't know. It's a little bit on the, what I consider on the light side. At least for my nose it is. Every once in a while I can pick up a whiff of it, but it's not like you open up the container and the scent just rolls out. At least not for my nose, it doesn't. It's present, but it's just not in your face. I think that's probably the better way of describing the scent. Yeah, it's light. It's not very strong in my opinion. The particular style on the handle, I guess you might say, has been around a while. If you look at some of the old Schick injectors, a lot of them are tapered at the end like this one is. Even some of the gem, especially the gem contour is another one that has it tapered in the end. The PAL injector has it tapered at the end, whether it's I guess you might say the adjustable or the non-adjustable, either one, kind of tapered like this. So I guess you might say it's taking its style from different shavers over the many years, which is a good thing. I think I would have done the same thing, the parts that, little things here and there from different shavers that I really do appreciate, that I do like. Taking a little bit of this shaver and a little bit of that one and put them all together and make my favorite one, I guess you might say. The handle is long like a gem contour. Contour Gem has two of them. There's two versions, 1 and 2. One's a flip top and the other one's, I think, a push button, if I remember correctly. And I'm not mistaken, that's the only real difference in between the two. Some people may appreciate the push button and some may not. One of these days here pretty soon I'll have to shave with, so I show you what I'm talking about. I think I'll work that in. I think that maybe that should be the next shave, shouldn't it? In the next video. I can pick up the citrus now. My nose is a part-time worker. It only works every once in a while. I can go days, weeks, without smelling much of anything. And then there'd be some days I'll smell everything. Which is off. That's different for me. When I'm smelling everything, that is a very unusual day. I don't have, like I said, I don't have any experience with alloys. So I don't know if weight difference, if it's going to be a lot, if it's relatively the same. In other words, is it noticeable? I will say that the way this particular shaver is made, when you take it apart to clean, you want to make sure the plug is in your sink, if you're doing it at the sink, or at least throw a towel in there. Because that screw, you lose the screw. Of course you can get another one. Problem is you'll have to wait till it comes in before you could use it again. So if there was anything that might be a con, it would be the screw. I haven't had any issues with it, but with that being said, you have to practice. In other words, making sure that you keep that sink plugged. Otherwise, you know, it's just an accident waiting to happen. Your hands will be wet, or a little bit of soap on your hands, whatever the case might be. You drop that thing down the sink, that'll be a sad day. I have my stopper of mine is, I guess you might say, kind of built into the sink, so it's not too tough to deal with. But when I'm filling my sink up with hot water, put my towel in there, and that's about the time that I'm starting to mess with putting the blade in and whatnot. I have yet, I don't think, unless I did it when I first got it, I don't use the injector, the key part of the dispenser, to put the blade in. I take it apart, put the blade in, and put it all together. I don't, guess you might say, I don't actually use the injector feature on this particular shaver. To me, it's just as easy to take it apart and put it together that way. That, and I can use my mini hair shaper blades. Don't necessarily have to have the key. Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, Crown King, complete with rubber band this morning. This alum block is going to last forever. The last one lasted, I don't know, two and a half years, something like that. It lasted quite a while. And this one here, look, it does look like it's going to stick around for a good long moment. Very smooth shave this morning. No stinging, none whatsoever. Like I say, the 2-dot plate works well for me. I've used the 3-dot, it works well for me too. I'm not sure exactly what it is. There's something in between the 2-dot and the 3-dot for me that I've always felt like the 2-dot is a better fit for me, and I have never been able to put my finger on it though, what the difference is in between the two. That I've somewhere in the back of my mind, I know it's there, I just don't know what it is in between the two that I like the 2-dot better. I think what it is I relate this shave with the 2-dot with some of my other injectors. I'm familiar with it. There we go. It's still early this morning. I've got shaving cream all over me this morning. It's everywhere. Witch hazel's mentholated. That's one of my favorites. I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be another scent or another flavor, or how you want to phrase it, in the way of witch hazel that's going to replace the mentholated one. I just really like it. It does wonders for my face. Feeling a nice cooling effect. This container is glass. It's just a different shape. It's not a, how can you say, it's not a perfect match by any way means. I think it'll play well with a citrus scent or lime scent maybe. It's got a small restrictor there that's built in to the container. I think this is going to work out pretty well. There's a part of me that was thinking that Stirling's Orange Chill probably would have matched up pretty well with this too. This is some good stuff. That's one thing I'd have to say about Fine Aftershave. It's a pretty nice aftershave. For my nose, like I say, it doesn't work all the time, but intermittently, in other words, about 4 hours, my nose every once in a while will still pick it up. But anything past that, my nose doesn't. The only thing that I have, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, as it goes for beard oil, believe it or not, the beard oil, I can pick it up off and on throughout the day. I have to show you that on the next shave. I'll use it. That scent is my favorite one when it comes to beard oil. It is just awesome. Really nice scent this morning. Boy, great shave this morning. Hope everybody's healthy. Stay safe and smooth shaves to you.